Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Manitobans are facing devastating forest fires that have forced evacuations.
Order.
Can the Premier be very clear and share what steps this government has taken to ensure real-time communication with affected communities?
The Honourable First Minister.
I have been speaking with the affected communities throughout the past 2 days. And I think one of the things that's been very, very clear is that leaders in these areas are making some very tough decisions. When you talk about having to order the last firefighters, who were the last people standing, if you will, out of a community to protect their own lives and to protect their own safety, that's a tough call for any leader to make. And yet mayors and chiefs have been put into that position, so I want to acknowledge their courage. When it comes to information, we've been sharing it, we've been passing things up to the chain. I spoke to the Prime Minister myself yesterday afternoon, and that's when we were able to get the commitment of the Canadian Armed Forces resources. All leaders are working together to support you, the people of Manitoba, and we will get through this together.
The Honourable Member for Tyndall Park on a supplementary question.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Every year, these wildfires are happening earlier and with more intensity. Are there plans to invest in a long-term fire management strategy in partnership with Indigenous and Northern communities? And does the Premier have any words of advice for those living near the fires but have not had to and hopefully will not have to evacuate?
The Honourable First Minister.
Well, I actually raised this very issue with the King the other day. And we had a substantive discussion, and I was impressed by the fact that he had the perspicacity to make the connection between climate mitigation, wildfire suppression, and investing in our provincial economy all at the same time. He closed that conversation, as I've shared publicly, by saying that Indigenous wisdom is one of those elements that unites those key things. So yeah, as a government that works with all Manitobans, rather than just what we've seen with the members opposite, we are going to ensure that we learn lessons from this experience, which has hit every region of the province at the same time, and ensure that we're working together to keep you safe this year and for decades to come.
The Honourable Member for Tyndall Park on a final supplementary question.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Manitobans are stepping up. People are offering their homes, food, and supplies to evacuees from across the province. I understand that the Premier has suggested sending donations to the Canadian Red Cross. Can he also share with the House if other organizations like United Way, Harvest Manitoba, True North Aid, just to list a few examples, will also be options?
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources and Indigenous Futures.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, and I thank the member for the question. And I think when we have this conversation about being all hands on deck, it's truly what it is in Manitoba. And so there's a number of organizations that have stepped up and offered their services. And as we go forward, it's not a matter of us as government or Manitobans even having to ask. Members and citizens and corporations are coming forward and saying, how can we help? So we're engaging with that. So the Red Cross, redcross.ca is how I invite people to be able to engage at this very preliminary stage. And as things roll out and go forward, I'm sure there's going to be different questions and different services offered from a variety of different organizations across all of Manitoba. And we're looking to engage that as this rolls forward.